In this video, we will see how to run Lenovo UEFI Diagnostics for testing display. Before starting the video, I would like to inform you that my videos are available in more than one language. Please feel free to choose the one that you feel more comfortable with. So the display diagnostic test tests the display hardware and identifies potential issues. It does this by running a series of tests, including displaying solid colors or patterns, to check for defects like dead pixels, backlight problems, or color accuracy issues. These tests are performed independently of the operating system, allowing for accurate diagnosis even when the OS is not functioning correctly. Here is the Lenovo UEFI Diagnostic Tool dashboard. To know how to create this Lenovo UEFI Diagnostic Tool flash drive and to know how to run it, please visit this video. It explains the process in detail. To begin with, we will select the display option here, and press enter. Or, just press the D key. We get the algorithm selection page. Here we can choose the tests that we want to perform. Press the spacebar to select or deselect a particular option that we want to run. For this demonstration, we will select all the options and run all the tests for display. Also, note that all the tests are based on our visualization. So let's begin by pressing the R key. The first test is the red solid color test. In this test, the entire screen will glow red and we have to see if there is any pixel on the screen that is not red in color. Select OK to begin. We see that all the pixels on our screen are red. Once we have looked at our screen thoroughly, press any key on the keyboard. Here it is asking if all the pixels on our screen had lit red or not. In our case everything was fine, so we will select yes and press enter. Otherwise, select no and press enter. The next test is the blue solid color test. This is the same as the previous red color test, except that the screen will glow blue. Here also we need to look for a pixel or pixels on the screen that failed to glow blue in color. Select OK and press enter. All the pixels on the screen are correctly glowing blue. Press any key to continue. Since we found no pixel artifact on our screen, we will select yes and press enter. The next test is the green solid color test. It is the same test as the previous one, except that this time the screen will glow green. Select OK and press enter. All the pixels on my screen look green to me. Press any key to continue. Since no pixel artifact is found, select yes and press enter. Now the black solid color test. Select OK and press enter. My screen looks completely black. Press any key to continue. Here we will select yes as there was no pixel artifact found during the test. Now white solid color test. Select OK. All the pixels on my screen are glowing white. Press any key. Since everything was fine, select yes here. Now we have the luminance Vasa test. In this test, black rectangles will be drawn on a white background. We have to look for the borders of those rectangles. The borders should be clear and not blurry. Select OK to start the test. In our case, the borders of all the rectangles look clear and not blurry. Press any key to continue. Since the borders looked fine, we will select yes. The next test is the geometry Vasa test. In this test, lines, rectangles, and circles will be drawn on the screen. We have to make sure that all the geometric figures are drawn correctly. Select OK. The figures are displayed on the screen. They look OK to me. Press any key to continue. Since all looked OK to me, we will select yes. The next test is the focus Vasa test. In this test, small text-like figures will be displayed on the screen. We need to make sure that those small figures are not blurry. Select OK to begin the test. These are the text-like figures. They do not look blurry to me. Press any key to continue. Since all looked fine, we will select yes. The next test is the combination test. Here we have to check for three things. Let's begin the test and check what those three things are. First, these red, green, and blue color bands are displayed from dark to bright. The second thing to see is that these crosses should be aligned, clear, and not blurry. Thirdly, these resolution lines should be clear, aligned, and not blurry. Here on my screen, all looks fine as needed. Note that, since I am recording my laptop screen externally using a mobile phone camera, there may be focus issues which could cause some blurriness in the video. Since all looked fine to me, I will select yes. The display tests are over, and here is the result page. We see that all the tests are passed. We get the final result code that we can share with Lenovo support team during hardware troubleshooting. So this is how we can run display diagnostics using the Lenovo UEFI Diagnostic tool. If you liked the information, then please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for your time and patience. Have a nice day.